The views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the policy or position of ONTV's management, staff, or board of directors.
Sound like a smooth jazz intro, for real.
Doesn't it?
It's like smooth jazz, 98.2.
98.7.
Good evening, fellow audio enthusiasts out there. I'm Jason A.
And I am Miss Kathy A.
And welcome to another fabulous episode of
Talking
Nude, where we talk very raw, unfiltered, uncensored, unedited of whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Very much so.
And last night was a very interesting evening, wasn't it?
What was last night?
We were watching Yo MTV Raps.
Holy shit. You know what, y'all? Like, Jason was so hyped. Like, so hyped last night. Like,
well,
he was so hyped. I'm telling you. Like, he was like a little kid, like, last night. I felt like I was a teenager in his room in the 90s or something. And
it brought back great memories. You know what I mean? Because it went from like Beastie Boys to Digital Underground, Do What You Like. Like I was just wishing I was a fly on the wall in that video because they were doing so much cool shit in there. I was really.
You were just hyped and you kept
Yes.
talking last night, talk, and talking about the history of the music, everything. I'm like,
She's on her
okay,
TikTok
well,
like
am I
in
16
between.
again in the 90s?
She's like on her TikTok like flipping through it as we're watching the
Like,
different
I can't
videos.
Even, I couldn't honestly. I couldn't even focus on the TikTok because you were like giving me all types of history lessons and acting all hype from listening to Yo MTV Raps.
It was,
But that just shows though the generation of music
yeah.
has changed. You know, at least the stuff now. It's hard for me to get hyped. I'm not gonna lie, but I hear anything older and I just get hyped. It's just a certain vibe to it.
It's like the energy. It's like last time we were on here, we had Tone on here, Tone Gotti. It's that energy, that message, and also it's just the melody, it's the vibe. When you listen to a certain song or album, you just kind of get in that mode. Like what's some music you like listening to, babe?
Let's see.
That kind of gets you in that zone.
Everything. Honestly, it depends. For me, it could be jazz, acoustic.
She ain't playing either. She like everything.
Rock, metal, R&B. Oh my God. I can go from System of a Down to Indie Irie with the quickness. And then Bodie James, not to jazz.
I like
And then
Bonnie
I love
James.
country. Y'all, I absolutely love country. The same reasons why rappers like rap, I like country.
Right.
Because of the building of the story. That's why I love country. Like, seriously, the building of the story to the point where you can picture it in your head as they're singing about it, especially if you're listening to the lyrics. And I'm guessing that's why rappers like it too.
Well, what's some of the country artists that you're feeling out there right now? That's kind of.
I like Luke Bryan. I still always be a fan of Carrie Underwood. That will always be my favorite.
She was crazy. Not to interrupt you, but she was crazy as hell because any woman that writes a song before he cheats, talk about taking a Louisville Slugger baseball bat.
That was actually written for her. I actually just recently watched an interview on TikTok.
Really?
And she said she was risking her career when she actually sung that song.
Really?
Because they wanted to see her as the goody two shoes, squeaky clean. And that was like her breaking out, being like an edgy, like bad girl, country girl kind of thing, like a Miranda Lambert type of thing.
No, Miranda
Lambert when she came out, she was a bad girl, country girl. We already knew that one. Same with Taylor Swift too. Taylor Swift quickly to be able to verbalize what she wanted, she had to switch over to pop real quick.
But her stuff, she didn't have. I didn't ever hear a song where she was taking a baseball bat to someone's truck.
No,
though,
but you have
cheating.
to hear Taylor Swift's like pop stuff. When she switched over to pop, that's when she really started speaking her mind.
Okay.
She tried to in her country career, and you can tell they were like trying to censor her, and she was not having that. So she switched up her music quick so she could be able to talk about her own shit. Honestly,
That's true.
because when you start hearing her shit, it's like we're never ever getting back together. And then like talking about who she's sleeping with, who she's fucking, who she's dumping, who she's
Right.
screwing.
She
who
like
she's-
aired all her fucking dirty
Yes.
laundry in every song.
And
It
she
was
let
like,
everybody know
I
I'm a hoe,
fucked
y'all.
Josh in this song.
Like
He
she let
broke my
everybody
heart.
know that she's a hoe. And it's okay though, but she's a proud one. Like I'm fucking this dick, I'm fucking that dick, this dick, I'm Taylor Swift. I'm getting all the dicks.
Speaking,
And I'm gonna talk about
and
it.
speaking of Taylor Swift, like she actually sold her. From what I heard, I don't know how 100% accurate this is, but I know they shut fucking Ticketmaster down, and people were actually
But I
suing
heard her show
Ticketmaster.
was excellent. Reese Witherspoon took some footage from
Did
her
she?
show. She took her kids, and she looks like she puts on a fucking show. I can totally see
She
why
better
these
for much as they were
people
charging for those tickets.
go for them tickets. She puts on a show. I was like, those little clips that she showed, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, she better for what she charged for them tickets. They said that she sold, I think, 2 million in tickets or some shit, like in 24 hours. It was crazy. I was like, 2 million?
Yep.
So, we also watched a movie over the weekend. I Want to Dance with Somebody, the Whitney Houston
Oh,
film.
you know what that was? I said it was a B. Did I say no? I said a C.
Yeah, you said C. I said
I
like a
said
B
C.
minus. No, A plus. I said an A plus.
Yes, Jason gave it
Yeah.
a great grade. I actually like the Bobby Brown story. To me, was an A plus. I liked the Bobby Brown story because I felt like it gave both vibes of who, like they both weren't lying.
Right.
When Whitney Houston did the interviews with Oprah Winfrey a long time ago, and then so did Bobby did his own separate stories and interviews. You can tell they both have their own side of the story. They both weren't lying. They were just toxic for each other. What I liked about this Whitney Houston story, the updated one, I liked the fact of the musicality. The girl actually could lip sync to Whitney's stuff, and she actually had a certain mannerism. I like the backstory about who Robin was, that Whitney Houston was actually bisexual, or maybe she was actually gay, but she couldn't be because of the fact of back in, let's say, the 90s. It wasn't so out there, and she didn't want to affect her image. Just like nobody talked about her drug use until later on in the 90s. Like she was trying to be everything that everybody else wanted her to be versus actually who she was.
And it was like when she was on Arista with Clive Davis, right? You know, she's America's sweetheart. They didn't want to have her come out like that because this was still like
Even
the
the
early
way she
80s,
dressed,
mid
they
80s.
even
Yeah.
took over the house. She's actually a tomboy. She was never a glitz and glamour girl.
I liked it. I didn't like Bobby Brown at all.
Oh my
I-
God, that character
He was
awful.
fucking
To
like
me,
it was
that
unnecessary.
just
They
awful.
should have just took the guy from the Bobby Brown story and put him in there
They
because
should have,
he
but I
actually
feel like
could
the
sing.
story with Bobby wasn't even making sense in that story
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like they didn't really, they needed it, but they really kind of didn't.
They needed it, but they should have fleshed the character out more. Maybe put a
Yeah.
little bit more writing on his side. It was just more like he was
eh.
there, just like an antagonist in the movie.
Yeah, it was like I said, for me it was a C, but I liked the Bobby Brown story because to me it gave me equal parts to both of them, you know.
Yeah.
And to me it seemed like it was actually true. Whoever wrote that made me believe that okay, this is actually true.
Right.
The Whitney Houston story, this updated version to me, in and out for me, where I'm like, this may have been true. The only part I felt like was really true was the fact that her dad was robbing her of her money.
Mhm.
She was trying to be everybody that she wasn't. The story of Robin, but everything else around, I'm like,
Well, the elements were definitely there.
I liked it, the musicality. Like
Yeah.
I said, like the music. I liked that. That was good.
Yeah, and the direct, like as far as biopics and different movies about celebrities, my favorite one so far is Bohemian Rhapsody. You know, the one with the Freddie Mercury.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I really dig that because I mean, who doesn't like Queen?
I
growing
like the
up?
fact of just it seemed actually real.
Mhm.
You know,
He had a lot of heart,
and
a lot
yes.
of heart to it.
correct. And the actor just played the part so well.
And he fucking looked like him. Like if they was to
With
put a
the-
picture
yeah,
with
that's
like
true.
Freddie Mercury and the guy he was in what is it? Not iRobot, but Mr.
And I
Robot.
love the fact of like they just talked with that story. They talked about so many aspects of who he was.
Yeah.
You know, even for his love for his best friend. You know,
I didn't like the Elton John one though.
that was garbage.
I thought the
that
Elton
shit
John
was garbage.
it was
That
like
horrible.
a very overlong musical that we did not need to see.
but
what-
not as worse as that fucking Weird Al shit you're watching. That
What
shit
the
was
fuck was that, right?
What was that shit?
No
I don't-
disrespect to Weird Al because I'm a
that was-
huge Weird Al fan. I got like all
Well,
his shit
I'm
on
going to
cassette.
disrespect you, Weird Al, and say that shit was garbage. How dare you even put your name on it? You worked hard for that fucking name, Weird Al,
Right.
and you actually stuck your name on the first movie that ever comes out with your name on it, and it's like shit. Like seriously?
Well, I'm thinking that he did not have the director that he wanted for the because maybe they had a certain budget, you know what I mean, and because it was in an independent film, because it went right to Roku, you know what I mean, which is it's not in the theater. A lot of movies don't go straight to theater anymore. They just go straight to fucking Peacock or like for example, Scream 6. Scream
That's
6
true.
came straight on to Peacock.
You know what? I will
Halloween Ends
take,
came on.
honestly, I wasn't a big fan of this last Scream that we watched, but I will take that over Halloween Ends.
Halloween Ends should have been called. Look, I'm
Boo,
not. It should have been called
Boo.
Hollywood Ends Halloween. That's what it should have been. Because it was garbage. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so Jamie Lee Curtis and then Michael Myers, they're both senior citizens. They're both seasoned veterans. I'm like, what more can they do in this movie? Like, is there gonna be like people on the lawn and stuff? And Michael's like chasing him with a butcher knife, like, get off my fucking lawn, you damn
That
kid.
movie was just garbage to me. I
And
just
they
cannot.
they should have just killed Jamie Lee Curtis's character.
This is true.
For real, to me, that would have been the what the fuck factor. If they did that, I would have been like, yes, because that's what I wanted to see. I think that's what everyone wanted to see. Or a stalemate. Kill both of them and make it look like they're both dead, and you don't know what the hell happened. Did one survive? You don't know because they both were knocked out. But no, you watch the movie, and spoiler alert, she fucking survives. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I was mad as fuck. Like, they're fighting. You wait to the end of the movie. You get to the movie. You're sitting there watching the movie. They're beating the shit out of each other like a fucking Worldwide Wrestling
But at least,
Federation
though,
match.
you know what I do like about the Halloween movies, though, versus other other like scary movies, though, that I have noticed.
What?
This just popped into my head. Sorry, I had a squirrel moment.
Squirrel!
But there's not those miscellaneous sex scenes.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
what I remember back in the 80s and 90s. Every time you watched a fucking horror movie, they have that little miscellaneous sex scene
Yeah.
before they about to die, before somebody comes and shoots them, chops them, or whatever they're gonna do to them. And it's always like right in the middle of the movie.
It's like they got to do a soft porn
Yeah.
before they murder
Yes.
somebody. Like
And
we
it's always
got to get a little bit
it's
ahead
always
real
the guy
quick.
on top of the girl, and she's like enjoying this. All of a sudden, it's it's just crazy.
But I think back then it was a lot of different directing and writing, and it really wasn't about writing. It was really so much about how much
But
violence and sex can we put in this hour and a half.
I do have to ask though, because
What?
when people write horror films, you have to write this shit. I
Mhm.
mean, the thoughts in your head are being written out on paper, and then you got to hire actors to play this shit out. Like,
Yeah.
how gruesome and wicked is some people's thinking?
Well, back then it's like when we watched that
Or
shit on
even now.
Netflix. What was it? The Movies That Made Us, and it talked about the different movies. You know what I'm saying? Where it was
That's
like when they
true.
showed when they made Friday the 13th.
I would like to know the movies that made us, like the horror movies that made us. They need to
Yeah.
make one of those.
Well, they kind of got one. I want to say it was on AMC.
But I want to know, like, why?
Yeah.
Why did they come up with this concept for this person to be chopping this person up and doing these like crazy, bloody, thirsty things? Like what's his name? I would love to interview and get out of his head.
Who, the guy
Rob
from
Zombie. No,
Rob Zombie, yeah.
Rob Zombie when he wrote the movie Devil's
Yeah.
Rejects.
He was
That
twisted.
was excellent.
And
That
what,
was so,
did you
he's
you saw?
excellent.
I'm sure you've seen it with me, but the House of a Thousand Corpses, right? You saw that too, right?
I don't know.
That shit was fucking crazy. And then when we seen him in concert with Marilyn Manson,
That was
man,
great. I
he
thought
threw
he put
down.
on such a good show.
Yeah.
He really. I like weird people. I just love, maybe because I'm weird. You know.
I mean, I wouldn't
so-
say he's weird. He's just kind of like an old hippie.
eccentric. No, we call eccentric, misfits,
Okay.
artistic.
Yeah.
We're still called weird,
Artistic
but
hippie.
I just love his his weirdumness, his art eclecticism, his artistry. That's the word.
Okay.
The way he expresses himself as an artist, he's just wickedly genius.
You know who I'd like to interview if we get a chance in the future? Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails.
Boo, no, not
What you
really.
mean, boo?
Eh. Techno man. That's what he
Techno
sounds like.
industrial, like.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. There
Yeah,
wouldn't
for me,
be.
Rob Zombie, because Rob Zombie is doing great music. Plus, he's doing these ratchet ass films that are memorable.
That's true.
You know.
I mean, how many people do? What did he do? The trilogy. It was House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil Rejects, and oh shit, what was the last one called? Oh shit, and you watched it with me. The
Huh.
three something. The three.
What, Smile?
No,
No.
not Smile. It was
That was stupid.
the Devil's Reject trilogy about the Firefly family. It was
I have no idea, but I think I
three-
remember watching it. I have no idea.
three. No, it's not.
Three Stooges.
Our guest who's about to come on, he said the Three Stooges. It's not the Three Stooges. That would be funny though, like fucking Larry, Moe, and Curly, like running around
You
butchering
know,
people
those
and
movies
shit.
are a waste of time. I'm sorry, you guys. Like
You
what
said
the
that
fuck?
last time. Look, Three Stooges was
is
funny.
not funny.
They
That is
were-
like three old fat guys who purposely hitting each other for no fucking reason.
But it was funny
Like,
though, because
that
like
shit, like, you get fucking hurt. Like, there was no stunt doubles. They literally, like, no.
I don't know. I
No.
think they had some stunt doubles because they
No,
did not
those
hit them with
things-
hammers, although it looked like they did.
But either way, just even plastic hammers, just that momentum. Think about some of the tricks they've done.
Well, they did say Curly got fucked up and went to the hospital a lot because
Yeah.
he was getting the most out of everything. They were beating the shit out of him on there. I don't think
Yeah.
his older brother Mo liked him. I really don't think so. But we're getting close to that time. We're about to introduce our
yes.
guest tonight.
We got a great guest.
This guest
tonight.
right here, man, he's been doing his thing all over Michigan and Flint. You know, he's done shows, he's promoting events. He's got a new business entrepreneur that he's putting together, business entrepreneurship. I'm trying to find the right words.
Business entrepreneurship,
yeah.
business owner, new business,
Yes.
new business venture.
Yes.
I'm an innocent bystander.
So give it up for our friend and our guest tonight on Talk Nude, Gionni.
Gionni. Woo!
People, please come down. Sit down. Okay, so I got a couple things to say.
Yes, sir.
Okay, number one,
Okay.
when it comes down to Three Stooges, they actually did their own stunt. They actually did their own stunt. I saw the documentary, and they will work. Believe it or not, they did over 132 short films, and with that said, every single stunt that they had, they did it themselves,
Okay.
and they overworked them. They will work sometime 80 to 100 hours through in just 1 week.
See,
Wow.
that is
Yeah.
too much. That's too much.
Yeah, but back then there was no regulation. They didn't care about people's health. All they cared was you work.
Yeah.
And they tried to do a revamp once Larry died. Curly died. They tried to do a revamp. They tried to do a revamp back in the 70s, but it didn't go as well. So they ended up just leaving it alone. However, another thing, conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Okay, when it came down to Whitney Houston, they said that one of the reasons she was actually off. She was actually taken out because she was trying to get all her royalties back. Now, whether that's true or not,
I
don't
believe
know.
that. That's
Kathy
not the
said
first.
something like
that's
that.
not the first story though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Of artists who are getting killed over, or nowadays people are selling their stuff. Like Justin Bieber sold his 200
Yeah.
million.
yeah.
His catalog out, and then Prince died.
And I was just
Well-
going to say
well-
that because Prince, the thing that crazy about Prince is I remember when you told me he passed away and I was at work and Warner Brothers had his whole fucking catalog out and then they pulled all his videos off of YouTube, but yet they had the Purple Rain 20th anniversary edition with the
Yeah.
DVDs and the video. I'm like,
But check it out. So the conspiracy theory goes like this: Michael supposedly got killed because of the Beatles catalog.
Catalog,
yeah,
yep.
with Paul
Then
McCartney. Yeah.
Prince supposedly got killed because of all his bulk. Okay, Whitney Houston supposedly got killed because she was trying to get her royalties back from the companies because
And
she never got paid all her money. They only gave her enough for her to do her thing, but they never paid her. And then
I thought the dad was stealing the money because based off
no,
the movie,
yeah,
he was
she-
taking
yeah,
all the
but
money.
he was stealing her regular money, but she didn't get all her royalties.
Oh,
She made too
got
much
you.
money.
Yeah,
she made too
did.
much money for them to pay him all that.
That's true.
As a matter of fact, you know who just got their royalty?
Who?
Plastic Dreams. That
Oh
song,
yeah,
Plastic Dreams.
yeah.
The guy that invented that. That is the most sample song in all the history of United States. Sample
Really?
by all bunch of artists, and the guy just now, I think, 7 years ago, got paid for it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, after him not being paid for 25 years, he just now got paid for it.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, they just wait to see if you die, so they don't have to pay you that money. And
nowadays-
Kobe Bryant, okay, so supposedly he got killed because he was suing a company that owed him
Yeah.
money. and they-
Endorsements.
Yep, and he was trying to
Ah.
sue them, and they took him out. So basically, if you
Wow.
go after big big companies,
Yeah.
they take you out.
Yeah, because easier. Just like now, they have all these insurance policies on all these new
Yeah.
artists and rappers, singers, where they're like, they're not afraid to kill you. Like you're
Yeah.
a product, and if you don't do what they said, if you try to basically, what is it? You have to know your position, your
Yeah.
place of power.
Yeah.
I read Michael's
You
book.
cannot bite the hand that feeds you. It's like that. Once
Yeah.
you even try to, they'll take you out. They're like,
Yeah,
okay,
but
no big deal.
The,
you know?
the thing about it with that hand is that they don't feed you all the way.
That's
they just
true.
give you crumbs.
That's
exactly,
true.
but
That
they're
is
still
true.
saying don't bite it. They're
Yeah,
saying
that's
you
true.
know you need to be thankful for these crumbs.
That is true.
Well, Michael's book, Before You Judge Me, was a very good book, and it talked about his doctor that got, indicted, and they were trying to, press charges on him.
Yeah.
And Michael was taking Demerol and something else, the same stuff that Prince was taking for, the pain in his ligaments and his legs and stuff. And they said that he would be alive today if the doctor would have checked on Michael. 'Cause Michael went into a deep sleep when he was taking the stuff, and they told him in the book. This is what they said in the book. They
Yeah,
said,
I think they took him out though.
but they said in the
I
book,
do.
they
I
did.
will always believe that.
They said basically in the book, when you're taking this stuff, it could kill you. Don't mix the two.
Yeah.
And he didn't listen. And then I guess the doctor was supposed to talk to another client, and he totally forgot about Michael. And
But
Mike,
it's all set up because this doctor only got 5.5 years. We didn't hear about him losing his medical license or nothing. These are people who
Yeah,
plan this shit.
that's true.
Oh yeah.
They have people
That's
who say,
true.
you know what, you're gonna have to do 5 years, but we're gonna protect your medical license. We'll
Yep.
protect
Yeah.
you. We'll make sure we'll put you in witness protection program. You'll be able to be a doctor in a small town and still make money.
Yeah.
They're supposed to have an island to where all like celebrities or artists and everything, once they either fake their
Like they
their
said,
death or anything, they go to that.
Tupac
that
is on that island. They keep.
Yeah.
I think he's in Cuba
So-
still.
So
I really do.
here's a question for you: Who
Yeah.
do you think is most likely to be alive, Tupac or Michael?
Holy shit!
I think Pac. I think Pac. I don't think Michael's alive.
You don't think so?
I think Pac's alive because they never really, from what I heard, and from what I seen, I don't think they ever really showed his, open casket or him-
Michael either.
No, Michael either. But you understand,
that's
there's a
true.
video of Michael
Same with
getting
Prince.
out off the hospital the day after his death. He's in a
Really?
white shirt, yeah, and they hiding him, trying to get into the van. Yeah, there's a
Ah,
video. They tried to take it out the video, but people kept putting it up.
Keep
You know,
sharing
say-
it.
yeah. So the fact whether Michael's alive or not, we won't know. But there's also been a figure. I forgot what it's called. There's a guy with a face disfigured
Mhm.
that been hanging around with the Jackson family on their
Ah.
boat. And here's the thing: on Michael's funeral, a lot of the Jacksons were laughing and joking around, and they got pictures and videos of this.
Really?
Like they were just, if somebody passed away, you wouldn't be acting that way. And then
right?
they
And
had,
his kids are way too calm about it too.
yeah,
That's
and
true.
then
That
then
is
and
true.
then they were saying that when his daughter went, got on stage, that everything that she said, like how she cried and everything, was she had an earpiece in her ear, and they were saying that they were telling her what to do,
Correct.
while she was on stage.
Yep.
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
that's
I believe all these people are still alive. I even believe Prince is still alive.
I'd like to think he's still alive.
I do.
that would be awesome.
I actually, what's
Because he was
funny?
quickly cremated so fast.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
But I
it was
still,
like-
but you know what my theory is on that, and no disrespect to any other Prince fans out there, but I'm sure you guys probably might have speculated or thought this too. I think the same thing that had Freddie Mercury, with him having AIDS. I think it's possible that Prince could have had that because when he was in the medical building, they said that he basically stopped the doctors from doing any kind of research on him. Like basically when he went in and got a checkup, I think he had pneumonia or something.
And nobody was signing
And nobody,
NDAs.
yep, and he basically did
Said,
like,
I gotta go.
I gotta go. Didn't have them do any further
Yeah,
tests on
but
him
you
or
don't know.
nothing and
Maybe
left.
that he knew that something was up. Maybe that he knew that if they would have done something, he would have never came back
It's
alive.
it's possible. That's
Or
a
they
good
know
theory
too
too.
much.
But if you
Yeah.
also think about it, man, back then it was more of a free sex type, like kind of almost a hippie spirit.
But look how long
than it
Charlie
is today.
Sheen hung on to his secret. He said he just got tired of paying people.
Yeah,
to
he was
keep his
getting
shit
blackmailed
secret,
by the porn
Yeah.
stars.
you
Yeah,
know?
but
Yep.
also look at this though. Also, you get to a point to where the fame and money that you have, you are so miserable
Yeah,
that it's not worth, the hassle, even if it's at the cost of you losing everything.
that's true.
That's
They say
true.
that the people that are rich are the most miserable people in the world.
That's very
yeah, that's
true.
very
And-
true. Money don't make
yeah,
you happy.
Yeah, but
But it sure as hell gets you close to it. Shit.
yeah. The thing about it is that people that are rich, they get a kick of making other people get out of character. For
Yeah.
example, they'll pay somebody they'll try to find what that person's price is
Okay.
to be out of character. Like, let's say, hey, I want you to run butt ass naked around the building. You say, I would never do that. Well, I'll give you $1,000. No, I would never do that. I'll give you $10,000. They'll try to find your price
That's true.
just so they
That
could
is true.
feel empowered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be like, oh, I made it do that. You know, that's actually a good segue right into our first question. Could we talk about, Prince and Michael and a lot of different R&B artists?
yeah.
What got you, like, what were some of your influences in the music before, like when you knew you really wanted to do music? Like before you hit a studio, what really influenced you? What kind of
Well,
music were you
I'm
listening
gonna tell you the truth. When I was in high school, I used to sing. I always been a New Edition fan, hands down. Them are my boys right there. I think that if one of them die, I'm gonna cry like a little bitch. I'm gonna tell you.
to?
I'm telling you. I'm gonna be like no, But here's what I'm gonna tell you. When I was my birth name is Elvis.
Okay.
And so when I was in high school, a lot of people used to make fun of me. I didn't speak English. I spoke Spanish. I was born in Rochester, New York, raised in Puerto Rico, so I spoke nothing but Spanish. So when I came out here, they would make fun of me, but they would get mad at me because I won't get mad. But the problem is because I don't understood half the shit they were saying.
Right.
So while they were trying to make fun of me, I'm
Wow.
looking
Right.
at them like, why are you so stupid? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because I
Right.
didn't understood, like, like what the hell? Why are you making fun of Elvis Presley or just because I got this name? I'm like, I didn't make no sense.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. And this
The
is
comprehension was different. So
Yeah.
for you, were like, that doesn't mean shit.
yeah,
Like,
that just like I'm gonna tell you the truth. This true story. I never knew what racism was until I got to the United States. When I was in Puerto
I
Rico,
am not surprised.
I'm not either.
when I was in Puerto Rico, because Puerto Ricans comes in so many different type of shape
Yep.
and form.
Mhm.
I mean, my cousin Oscar, he got blonde blue eyes, and he's blood cousin, So, so when I got to the United States, I had this black dude came up to me. I was just they put me in high school, and I was in ninth grade, and it was my first time in the lockers and everything. And this guy kept watching me through the week. I'm going like, why is he watching me? So he came up to me, and he told me, he said, you might be light skinned, and he goes, but one thing you can't do, you will never pass for a white person. And I said to him, I'm like, why would I want to? I'm Puerto Rican. Well, I'm proud of who I am, you know. And but he just said it like I don't know if he was, had
No,
issues himself.
He assumed because you're light skinned that you think that you're better.
Yeah,
And that's
know-
how I used to get like that when I was younger too.
Yeah.
And he was saying it in a way where to be offensive to you that no matter what, you can believe you look pretty or you're light skinned, they'll
Yeah.
still let you know that you're not one of them.
yeah. But
And, and it's such a mean thing, and you're just like, huh? Like,
yeah, but the
like
thing
why
about it-
did you even say
Yeah.
that to me?
that's what I was. I was like, okay, why would I want to be anything else that I'm not?
Right.
But it's
But
like,
in this country, most people want to be somebody else other than themselves.
yeah. Well, yeah, and I think a lot has to do with depression. There's a lot of people that deal with depression, and there's people that are also busy that don't notice the people around them having depression.
That's
so
true.
That's very true.
and
Because people don't check up on their friends anymore. Like they very rarely check up. Like me and you, we stay in contact.
Yeah.
Even if we lose contact for a minute, we still stay in touch.
yeah,
And a lot of people don't do that. They don't even. They just like text. They don't get on the phone and say, "Hey, how are you,
I
man?"
think
Yeah.
because life has made us busy, though. Remember back in the day when they told you that it was okay to multitask, but multitasking used to be like you might do two things at a time. Now they want you to quadruple,
Yeah.
triple, million time multitask, do so many things all at once. I think people are exhausted to the point where just having a conversation with somebody is exhausting because during the 8 hours you were awake or 12 hours,
you're doing a lot of things.
yeah. Versus
Yeah.
before, back in the day, you had one thing. You go to school, come home, play outside.
Yeah.
You might watch TV and talk on the phone at the same time, but you weren't doing a million things.
Yeah, well, it's funny, like I even got friends, like good friends of mine that I've been knowing, like, 25, 30 years that, it's like if I don't catch them before 8 o'clock, and they
That's
yell,
all of us, though.
they're yelling at you because they go to sleep at that time.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I'm
Me
saying?
and
So
Jason, we're in
it's
bed
like
by 10 o'clock.
not knowing that all you want to do is just say hi, and listen to their voice.
But you know what's
you
funny though? That's how my aunt did that one night, and I love my aunt, but she came with my other aunt one night, and we're sitting there just chilling,
Yeah.
watching TV. We were about to eat dinner and just watch a movie or something,
Like,
and they
half
just pop
naked.
over like fucking, hey, how
Yeah.
you doing? What you guys doing? Come on,
And
what
I
you
was
doing?
like,
and we're just
I
like,
was not
like,
having it.
Yeah.
Don't come over unannounced.
She wouldn't even
like
come
that
out the
night.
fucking room.
I
like-
Now that I do agree. Like, if you're gonna come over somebody, at least give them a call and say, "Hey, I'm around the corner."
Right.
Yeah.
Unless it's like you hit the lotto, then you can just come in anytime you want.
Yeah.
Just come in. Hey, I hit the lotto. You more than welcome. Come in. Like, for real.
I got some more questions for you.
Aiden,
I know you're working on a.
go ahead.
I know you're working on a book, right?
Yes.
What's it about, and how is it coming along?
Okay, so I'm working on two things. I'm working on a series. The main guy is called Valderu, and he's actually a genius, and he also a bad guy.
Okay.
So the main person in this series is a bad guy.
Okay.
So you're gonna learn to love to hate him.
Okay.
And he gets a kick, as I was saying, he gets a kick of he's in power, and he gets a kick of making people do the things that they normally don't do. For example, it's a medieval time. He's a priest. He's one of the first priests. And imagine if you're a woman and he tells you, guess what, I want you to suck my toe. And you say no, all he got to do is say you're a witch. And you're burning at the stake.
Oh wow.
So he got power like that.
Okay.
So it's like you see his
He's very
life.
magical like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see his life on this series, and he mess up a lot of people. He fucks up a lot of people.
In other words, like
So-
he's very magical and powerful, but however, he's emotional, so he doesn't exactly know how to, like, was that word, wield those powers where, everything can't be. If you're fucking somebody up because they wouldn't suck your toe,
Yeah.
that's highly emotional. Like, you're just
Yeah.
wasting your power, but you are that powerful.
Yeah.
Versus
Well,
using it for somebody who's doing something that's like this mass murder who's killing everybody
Yeah.
on the castle.
And there's a love story in the book that there's these two young couple that want to get married, and he fucks them up. By the time he's done with them, it's like, okay, you guys want to get married, and they just look at
Wow.
each other like, really?
Right.
But anyway, that's one series that I was doing. The other book that I'm doing is about women. It's about relationships.
Okay.
I do have to ask. Sorry, honey. I know you got questions, but I have to ask this one.
No, you're good.
I follow you on social media. Where do you be getting this material? When you be giving all this advice, it could be like little
my
quotes
head.
and shit. And I'd be like, where the fuck?
No, my head.
I'll wake up 6 o'clock in the morning.
No.
The first thing and it'd be some quote about like what the
No,
fuck? Where
it comes straight out of my head. And well, that's like my second book. The book that I did about women. It's like that. It's quotes.
Oh, okay.
And it opens with this quote. They say that through the eyes of a woman, a man might actually see the most beautiful sunset in the world. So if you don't mind, I would like to borrow your eyes so I could see where the gates of heaven are located, where you were born.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's how you open the book. And then so that's the opening of the book. And then what you do is like they have the book is divided in 5 categories. One is about love, one is about heartbreak, one is about depression, one is about death, and one is about living life.
So different themes.
So yeah. So when you go in a book, if you wanna, it's just gonna be just a section of straight up depression about what how inspirational stuff to get you out of depression and let you know that you're not the only one in depression.
Oh, okay.
So on that particular book, that is divided in 5 sections.
Okay.
The other series is just a series about very fucked up shit. So there's sex involved, and as a matter of fact, when I was writing the book, my sexual scenes, there was a girl that read what is it called, 50 Shades of Grey.
Mhm.
That's the right.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, she read that book, and she read my
I
book.
loved it. I read the fucking first book in 2.5 days, and I'm a slow reader. I
Yeah.
barely read because of that.
But that's
But
why
that book just had you so just
Yeah.
what's the captivated? Yes, captivated and involved in the story where it was a quick read, but the whole basis of the story was he was really fucked up, went through a fucked up childhood, but became successful. But he still was still fucked up though,
Well,
and
well,
women still loved it because he brought out the fucked upness and what was her name? Ugh, what was her name?
well, you read the book, right?
Yes,
Well, I
You
never
saw
read
the
the
movies.
I never read the book.
I read the
Well,
books.
this is what she told me.
Okay.
She goes, have you read 50 Shades of Grey? I said, no. She goes, don't read it. And I said, okay. She goes, because your sex scenes are more intense. So I took that as a compliment. I'm like, what?
That's a
I'm
great
like,
compliment.
okay. I mean, and for example, in one of the scenes, the girl is bending over and the guy just come open her butt cheeks and put his tongue right in her asshole.
Sounds
she-
delightful
and then
to me.
and then she the first thing that she does is sigh and grabs to shit, and he doesn't let up. He just like go to town. So when I was writing the sex scenes, she's like, don't read 50 Shades of Grey because your sex scenes are very intense.
In other words, you're already you would get dumbed down if you read that. Put it
Yeah,
that way.
that's what she
would
told
dumb
me
you
not
down.
to.
It would dumb you down.
It
Yeah.
would change the direction that you're going in the
Yeah,
book.
that's what she
Speaking-
also told me. She's like, don't read it.
Speaking of sex, I was just running across a survey the other day. They said with food and sex, they're just the same. So you have a food truck and you love to cook. So I'm guessing you must love to eat too, because food and sex are actually one and the same with satisfaction.
Oh yeah, my tongue is like a paintbrush.
So tell us about the food.
Okay.
that
okay.
You,
Well,
cook.
so I got my food truck. It's called Mexican Cuisine,
Oh, I like that.
and Mexi is Mexii,
Okay.
Mm.
and then Rican Rican,
Right.
and then cuisine.
Oh.
So it's Mexican and Puerto Rican.
And you said something. I know you got an event coming up, maybe in a month or two. You said Great Lakes Crossing. Tell everybody
Yep,
about
yep.
that.
In Great Lake Crossing, they have their first annual food truck festival, and I'm part of that. And I'm also I've been trying to dip on everything that comes along. I'm also at the Imlay City Lavender Fest, which they got about 60,000 people walking through there. But I'm gonna be in Genesee County, and I'm gonna be in Oakland County. Them are the two counties that I'm gonna be.
Because I will say your
Yeah.
food is so good. The first time I had your
I haven't
food.
tried it.
Oh,
yet.
yeah,
it was
you-
like
oh, yeah,
sex
what do
in
you
my
think?
mouth. Oh my god, it was so good. But
You like it?
Yes, but I got to go back to the first time I had your food, Christmas.
Okay.
And you made that big old spread of all that food. You had
Yeah.
the plantains and
Yeah.
the different rices, and I was like, oh my god! And you had something I couldn't pronounce, but you put ketchup on it.
It's pasteles.
Yes,
Pasteles, yeah.
and you're like, try this.
Pasteles. Anything.
You like try this. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so. I was like, oh my god.
But you did
he
like
can
the food
cook.
though.
Yes.
Good,
Yes. I just told you about
good.
the yellow.
Oh, I can't wait
the
to
yellow
try
sauce.
it.
It was
Yeah.
so good.
Is
So good.
is arroz blanco con pollo asado. In other words,
Oh, I
it's
was
white
way
rice.
off. Okay.
It's white rice
Okay.
with roasted veggies, potatoes, and chicken.
Oh, that sounds.
But it's like slow cooked. That's what
Yeah,
when
the potatoes taste so good. Like
I'm
serious.
smashing
I smash those
tomorrow at
plantains.
work.
I love plantains.
yeah.
So I smashed them
Yeah.
plantains. Oh my gosh, so good.
So, how did the food truck idea come about? Briefly, before I get in the next.
Okay,
question.
so here's the thing. I'm a massage therapist. That's
Okay.
what I do for a living. Okay, and what happens is that everybody that I work for, their hands got a carpal tunnel, they got arthritis,
Mhm.
and their hands are messed up. So I've been doing massage therapy for 7 years,
Okay.
and usually the lifespan is between 12 to 14 years. After that, your hands all messed up.
Yep.
Well, a friend of mine who's younger than me, I asked her, I said, what you going to do when you can't massage? She said, I can't massage now. So she does the hot stones because her hands hurt. So I thought about it. I'm like, oh my God. I said, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be 5 years from now, I can't use my hands. And I got carpal tunnel and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, for the last 2 years, I've been busting my ass. Carrie's been helping me and been busting our ass trying to get this food truck going. And I just think that it's the right mood. I don't want to wait
And-
until I can't do anything.
But
Yeah,
you're right though, because
that's
I'm
true.
making my exit plan out of doing hair. because
Yeah.
I've already got a pinched nerve in my back. And,
Yeah. Don't your
and it-
hands hurt
yeah.
sometimes?
Yeah.
my hips, my knees. It's
Yeah.
like that's what I got into tarot card reading is because that's like I want to get into the spiritual business. I want that to be my exit plan onto the next step for me.
Yeah.
You know, before I don't want to be at a point where I done crippled my whole body up from doing hair.
Yeah.
So it's like when you do physical body exercises with yourself daily because of what you do for a living,
Yeah.
that can tear your body up.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't want to wait until I am useless and I love cooking. I love cooking. And I'm good at it. That's the
Yeah, you
that's
are.
You
well,
are.
thank you. I appreciate it.
You are.
But
I have been to some of his meals back in
What
the
I'm
day.
saying is that it's like I always say everybody's good at something.
Mhm.
Everybody's good at something. If you tap into what you're good at, like some women are good at sucking dick. So if they tap at doing that,
And every
you know,
living is an honest
know,
living.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
Uh,
what I'm saying is like that if you are good at something,
Yeah.
you know, and you could
Professional
tap into
dick sucker.
yeah, or whatever.
This is
You
true.
know,
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
you know.
true.
But the whole point, like just like I heard that ain't no cures to a lot of the stuff that women go through, like
Yeah.
you know, talking a lot and talking shit. So I'm just
But
kidding.
it's true.
No,
It
but
does.
but what I'm saying is that I didn't want to wait until my hands are torn up
Right.
for me to, you know, and then it's like
You want to do something you love to that you're really good at.
Exactly.
He's really good at it.
exactly.
So you
I
have
was
to
waiting
do it.
for you to eat your food so that I could see what you thought about it.
So this next question is a two-part question. I'm combining a question. The first part is, what do you think of today's consumer generation when it comes to digital over physical copies? And also, as a music artist, what do you think of some of the challenges of today that may not been there 10 or 20 years ago?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a singer. Okay. I don't rap. That's your forte. And the first thing that you got to do as an artist is recognize what is your strength. So I'm a singer. I'm not gonna go and start rapping just because I want to do it. Because some people just start rapping, they sound like shit. But they always
Say
got
it again, please.
but
say
but they
that shit
always
again.
got somebody, a friend,
Yeah.
that will just lick their ass and be like, "Oh, you're doing great. You're doing great. That's the best rap I ever heard in your life." And the motherfuckers sound like you know they just got flushed down the toilet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now the thing about it is that nowadays, and I'm only going to give you a perspective from a singer point of view.
Okay.
Nowadays, a lot of the singers, they don't sing like before. Like back in the days, you had to know how to sing.
Yeah, you really did.
Like you can't go into the studio and do the reverb and all this stuff. No, you gotta learn.
Auto-tune.
Yeah,
Ugh.
you gotta learn how to sing. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, if you want to use auto tune as a special effects, it's one thing. But don't
Yes.
do it through your whole
Yeah.
song.
Exactly.
You know?
People are products now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's become a
Product.
trend too. The auto tune has really become a trend.
yeah, yeah. But the thing about it is that instead of learning this generation, instead of learning what actual music is,
Mhm.
they get used to sounds that are, this cool kid like it, so I'm gonna like it because he like it. But they don't even know the difference about good music and bad music.
Mhm.
When it comes down
That's
to
true.
the whole digital stuff, that's what it is. It's like it masks a lot of the talent that you should have.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? One time they had what is it? What is her name? Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Now, not Ariana Grande. Christina Aguilera.
Okay.
Christina Aguilera could
Love
sing
Christina
her
Aguilera.
ass off.
Love her.
She did a song, and I forgot what song it was, but she did a song where the producers had to tell her you can't sing it that way. She's like, why? She goes, because nobody will be able to sing it because she was that good.
Yeah, she hits those notes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She hit the note.
Yeah.
It's just like the average person would not be able to sing this, this song because your
it was like the
range.
key of octave of
you know?
D or something like
Yeah.
that.
Ooh.
And I'm thinking in my head going like, no, put it in there. Let it be
Yes.
a challenge.
Yeah.
Let it be a challenge. And so I just think that a lot of the music nowadays is being masked by sounds or special effects instead of actually tapping into the talent that God gave you to begin with.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That
I'm
is
gonna
so
tell you this
real.
right now, and this not to give you a big head or everything, but I always thought that you gave any rapper that I known, that physically known and touch and talk to, a run for their money when it comes down to rapping. And I'm not saying it just because we're on a podcast or
Right.
wanted to, jack your dick into her face. But what I'm saying is,
What a visual.
but I know. But what I'm saying
Skeet,
is,
skeet. No.
yeah. But what I'm saying is that you actually got talent.
Yeah, I appreciate
You know what I'm saying?
that.
And I'm gonna tell you this now. And I don't know if he ever told you this story. The day that I knew that he was great, there was a bunch of black dudes. We were young back. We were like 19, 20.
And then back when
years
you
old.
work at the mall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of black dudes. They were rapping, blah, blah, blah. This motherfucker come out of nowhere, jump in the middle, a whole bunch of black dudes, and just start rapping.
I believe it.
And he
yes,
just cut them down. They were just looking at him like, oh, my God.
I
Like,
believe it. I believe
you know what I'm saying?
that. I believe that.
it's just moments like that it's like, man, I wish we had phones back then that we could record that.
Right. Well,
You know?
it's like you said, like we're professional, we take it seriously, and we find our talent that God gave us.
Yeah.
And honestly, I never really thought I was that good until I started really finding my voice.
Yeah.
You know, and finding what I wanted to rap about, and I loved coming up in those battles and freestyling because not too many artists can do that anymore. A lot of your freestyles, and it's not disrespecting the people doing it that they call freestyles now, but it's a lot of written shit.
Yeah.
You know, they go up there and they do these freestyles, and they're not really coming off the top. They're just doing written bars.
Yeah.
And for me,
like school exercises that they had to memorize.
yeah, which I mean,
Yeah.
no disrespect to that, but what happened to the spontaneous thought? You know, because a lot of your
Yeah.
artists, like,
Because nowadays you can't though. The way these
Yeah.
kids are programmed, they're not programmed to think.
that's
You
true.
Yeah.
guys'
That's
generation
true.
was programmed to think
Yeah.
for yourself.
Well,
That's
it-
what
Yeah, they don't
actually
think very
freestyling
much
is.
Well,
It
today.
means
it's just like
free
school.
spirit.
Yeah.
It's just like school. Everything that we ever got taught is all fake.
I know
That's
it's all
true.
wrong
You
now
know?
too. It's
Now-
all
Yeah,
wrong.
that
Now it's all
that could
wrong.
be a long ass conversation
true.
right now.
Yeah.
But
We have
all
to
I'm
come back
saying,
to part 2 on that
yeah,
one.
exactly.
The second part of the question was, what do you think of today's consumer generation when it comes to digital over physical copies? Because you know me, I'm OG
Yeah.
collector,
Well,
cassettes, vinyl.
here's
and shit.
here's the difference. It's not that digital is bad. Is good in a way that if you have the instruments to save music, you might be able to. It might last.
Okay.
The song will last because it's on digital mode. The problem with that is we got raised to where everything that we did was through an effort.
Yeah.
So through
That's true.
you know, you put your sweat behind it.
Yeah.
So you value what you do.
Because you got a
Yeah.
physical copy of it, like whether
Exactly.
it was a CD or
true.
reel to reel, you actually had proof that you did that. Versus,
Yeah, and you did it with value. You put
Yeah.
value to what you had. Now,
man, that's so fucking true.
now everything is on digital. So I don't know how much time you put in there.
Yeah.
You could have said a couple bars, and then the guy made the music, and then edit everything to make it look like you did a whole song.
And a lot of the artists are jacking beats now, just off producers with their tags.
they
in
steal
there,
them.
right? They'll steal them because you remember Ty.
Yeah.
Ty ended up shutting down the studio and retiring because it was like he wasn't getting original artists much in there. He was just like, oh,
Yeah.
let me rap over this mixtape beat.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. When I went to Tyrone's studio,
Shout out to Ty.
yeah, shout out to Ty. When I went to Tyrone's studio, man, he would love me because he said, "Dude, you don't understand. You coming in as a singer is a refreshing."
Yeah.
Because he said, you can find rappers dime a dozen,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't find good rappers.
Yeah.
And then everybody, like I said, everybody got that one friend. Oh, you're doing great. Instead of telling them the truth, I'm gonna tell you, I'm like this.
The
Don't
ass
ask
licker.
me,
Don't be a
because
ass
I'm
licker.
gonna hurt your feelings.
Right.
I know Leo. Leo.
Yeah.
That's what y'all do. But y'all
I'm
do.
gonna hurt your feelings. I'm gonna hurt your feelings.
All
I'm
right,
like, shit.
so I have another question for you.
8 inches. I told you.
What would you say? That's because we got a couple more questions, and we're gonna get a couple videos here.
All right.
What would you say to young potential artists or business entrepreneurs trying to come in this industry? Like some advice you tell these.
I'm gonna tell you this. Do your homework. Patience will get you places. Never think that you're too old to do something. And last but not least, your God-given talent can never be taken away or reduced or devalued unless you allow it.
Very true.
Damn, that's really good.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Now this question, it's a little deep. I got a little philosophical on this one. If you could do it all over again,
Ooh.
how would you do it, and what would you change?
that's a good ass question. Well, here's the thing. I have had 4 different chances to make it big. 4. But I always told God, the creator, that if it was not proper or adequate or beneficial to me, not to give it to me. Now I'm going to tell you a true story. The last time I could have made it big, I went down to Florida. I went to, I'm not going to say the company. just because copyrights
Yeah.
shit. But I went to a big company that if I say the name, everybody go. "Rrr." Anyway, so I went there, and the guy heard my music, and he gave me a contract, a 2-album contract, 1.5 each, with a $250,000 bonus. Put the check right there and then. He said, all you gotta do is sign. You can just grab that check straight to the bank, or I could deposit it in your bank. All you gotta do is sign. So the question is, what was the catch?
Mm-hmm. What was the catch?
He wanted to sleep with me,
Mm.
and that's true. I bawled. I looked at him at first. Thought he was joking around. No, the guy wanted to sleep with me, and he knew that my mom came down with me because we were visiting family, and he knew where I was staying because I told him where the hotel I was staying. He said that he would bring a limo to pick me up. He wanted me to spend the night with him, and then in the morning he wanted me to go to an award that we're having with all the different artists. Well, first of all, now it sounds, now to me it's funny.
Right.
Back then it wasn't, because I busted my ass to get there, and I got the contract right in front of me. I got the money right in front of me, and I got to sleep with this dude, you know. And knowing me, he got King Kong dick for all I know, you know. So, and knowing him, it has to be with no Vaseline at that.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
So, but what I'm saying is, it was a hurtful moment
Yeah.
that opened my eyes to like what other artists have to do to make it.
That's
Please
true.
say that again, because I've
Yeah.
been watching
So
so
true.
many
Yeah.
documentaries and look at all the Disney stars that are coming out, Nickelodeon stars,
Yeah.
all these actors. Even Terry Crews came out and talked about it. Terry
Yeah.
Crews from the big muscly dude, the black
Yeah,
dude.
he was on I
They
Hate Chris.
said that he talked about being sexually assaulted, talked about sexually harassed, and that
Yeah.
the reason he got so not as famous as he could have been is because all the things that he had to go through and endure. Matthew Lawrence is coming about talking about it,
Yeah.
that he got dropped from his agency because he wouldn't sleep with a particular Hollywood director.
Yeah. Well, think
And,
about this. That is male. Can you imagine the females, what they go
Yeah.
through?
Yeah.
'Cause
You
remember
talk-
all those
especially-
black-
You
I
got to
mean,
suck dick
yeah.
all the way up. And I'm talking
Honestly,
about
remember,
swallow by the pound.
Marcus
Yeah.
Houston, Immature, Quentin, all them
Yeah.
R&B artists from the fucking 90s. These were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were getting B2K. All
Yeah,
these
they all
kids
got
were
fucked in the
having-
ass.
Yeah.
Well, they
by
said it about
Chris
little.
Stokes.
They said it about Lil Wayne too.
Yeah,
with
with
Birdman.
Yeah.
Birdman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all these kids had to
Yeah.
go through all of that just to be where they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Not all
Yeah.
attention.
Well,
Well,
the thing
attention.
also is that by the time you get there and your ass is blown out so many times, that becomes your norm.
Yeah.
That becomes your
That's
norm.
That's all you know.
Yeah, that's all you know.
Yep.
It's like,
That's true.
hey, how you doing? Suck my dick. Okay.
Right.
You
It's
know,
the truth.
And
And
when it
becomes
happened to me,
normal to it.
when it happened to me, I went back and I cried to my mom, and my mom is like, "Are you serious?" Like, yeah. And the guy blew my phone. He called me like that night. He called me so many times trying to convince me, and I said no. I said no. And it's funny because I had
principles, man, and
yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
You know.
Well, this friends of mine that joke around me like, "Oh, well, nobody would have known." I said, "Yeah, but I would have known."
You
would've
But
known.
but think
You
about
would've
this:
known.
if I would have went with him to that award, them knowing how he is,
They
They
would've
would've
as soon as
known.
I yeah,
They
it's
would've
he
automatically
busted his
known.
ass.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my turn.
That's very true.
Yep.
And then me too.
Yep,
And next
that's
thing you
true.
know, you like, no.
Yep.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
so true story. So
wow. So we are gonna play a couple videos. We're getting close to the end of the interview, but we're not gonna wrap it up yet. We're gonna play a couple of your videos. And the first one we're gonna play, if I'm not mistaken, is the rock one, right?
yeah,
And what was the rock
there's
one?
two of them. There's I Got It, and then there's one called Even If It Kills Me. So whichever you want to play.
All right, so we're gonna play. We're gonna play a little bit of "I Got It" with Gionni on Talk Nude.
All right now.
All right. Hopefully, and like I said, it's all in. There you go.
Tell me if you really want it, cause you know I got it. Scream if you really want it, cause you know I got it. Beg if you really want it, cause you know I got it. cause you know I got it. If you really want it, tell me if you really want it, cause you know I got it. Scream if you really want it, cause you know I got it. Beg if you really want it, cause you know I got it, cause you know I got it. If you really want it, I don't know what's on your mind, but if it's sex, I will show you a good time. Yes, I'm freaking, I can never seen. I will do you from the back, make you like it, baby. Screaming, yeah, that is all you'll do. Feeling in your stomach, 'cause it feels so damn good. Now ride it, baby, put it down on me. Show me your nasty, 'cause your talk is cheap. Tell me if you really want it, 'cause you know I got it. Scream if you really want it, 'cause you know I got it. Beg if you really want it, 'cause you know I got it, 'cause you know I got it. If you really want it, tell me if you really want it, 'cause you know I got it. Scream if you really want it, 'cause you know I got it. Beg if you really want it, 'cause you know I got it, 'cause you know I got it. If you really want it.
That was good. I actually like that. That little dark theme. It's like dark
Yeah.
and sexy.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I
it's
like that.
it's
It was like, to me, I would say, was it rock to me? That was more like, I like the rhyme, the grab.
So this
The-
next one right here
Yeah, I liked
is
that.
Even If It Kills Me.
Yeah, this is Even If It Kills Me. It's a little it's a little different. It's a little rock, but it's a little different. Here you go. And here's the true story. Somebody told me that I could never do rock, so I did this too. So
Go ahead
check
and tell
this
them
out.
what's up. Even If It Kills Me.
This is what I'm giving you. Even if it kill me, I'm gonna love you tonight. 'Cause the first time that I saw you, I thought you were divine. I get the chills every time I see your face. I'm gonna kiss you up and down on my way to my place. I'm gonna kick the door down, throw you in my bed, rip your clothes right off just to see your face. I'm gonna make you do the things you thought you'll never do. I'm gonna love you, gonna sex you, bring it up freaking you. Even if it kills me. Even if it kills me. Even if it kills me. No matter what you do, I wanna freaking you. Even if it kills me. Gonna love it tonight. Even if it kills me. Gonna have it tonight. Even if it kills me. Gonna sex it tonight. I feel hot and bothered, gonna freak it tonight. Even if it kills me.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, Even If It Kills Me.
There you go. That's
like
two
that.
different.
And then we got another one. Now,
Yeah.
this one right here, like, man, how long ago did we do this fucking song?
You know what? Don't count the moons. Don't count the moons.
This was a minute.
No, this is between me and Underground Affiliate. You know, he jams when he does stuff with me.
That was a lot of fun shooting the video too,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
What was it, Michael? What's his name? Michael. That shot.
Yeah,
the video.
Mike Evans. Mike Evans.
Shout out
Yep.
to Mike Evans, man.
Yeah.
I was really digging the downtown Flint.
Yes. Yes.
All right, check it out.
And then we did the video over there. So you're gonna go ahead and play a little bit of something and see what you guys think. That's me.
I love this song. I love
me
it.
and the host right here, Underground Affiliate.
Never know, might do it live right now. For you want to talk nude, 'cause that's how we roll.
Oh,
It's your boy Underground Affiliate with my boy Gionni, the Gionni. Bring it to you just
Check this
like
out.
this. What up, Jace?
Hey little mama, what the hell is your name?
What's your name,
Everybody's
girl?
talking steady calling my name. Everybody's watching everything that you do. 'Cause everybody's watching you. From
Come over, baby girl, when you walk in the club. Looking mighty sweet, come on, show me some love. Strap in the back and you sipping cognac and dance on the floor and smacking your ass. All I wanna do is just spit some game. Take it to the floor, you never be the same. Jump on my ride and hit the fast lane. Before you do that, please tell me your name. Tell me your name, I'll take your mind. Only got affiliate, then you find. Let me break it down on the sound, bitch. We got some raw as me and you grind. We can have some fun. You the one I wanna be with. Only got affiliate, Gionni, yeah, we on that smoosh. Ha ha.
Hey little mama, what the hell is your name?
What's your
Your
name,
body's
girl?
talking steady calling my name. Everybody's watching everything that you do. Cause everybody's watching you. Everybody's watching you. Hey little mama, what the hell is your name? Your body's talking steady calling my name. Everybody's watching everything that you do. Cause everybody's watching you. Everybody's watching you. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. I don't think they're ready for this one.
Let me beat it up, beat it up, beat it up into the early morning. I think you'll like it, baby, cause you look a little horny. I like the way you back that ass on top of me. Your face is in the pillow, baby, now you can scream. I know that I'm deep inside your mind. I know you like a roughin', baby, that is fine. I like the way your kitty loves, ooh, my lips, up and down, side to side. Baby, take me for a ride, hey. Hey, little mama, what the hell is your name? Your body's talking
Okay.
steady calling my name. Everybody's watching everything that you do. Cause everybody's watching you. Everybody's watching you. Hey, little mama, what the hell is your name? Your body's talking steady calling my name. Everybody's watching everything that you do. Cause everybody's watching you. Everybody's watching you. Ooh, 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 ooh.
That sounded so good. I have my own little live
Thank
concert
you,
here,
thank you,
y'all,
thank you.
tonight. I like
Thank you.
that.
That's
Alright.
me and affiliate working together. You know?
Man, that was. I remember when we went in the studio and did that, and that was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And because it got to, that's when I really started doing more of the multi-syllable cadences. You know, like really flipping it.
Yeah.
And because when we did "Do Me in the Night," it was on that like kind of twisted level, but it was
Yeah.
more laid back. And this one was a little bit more up tempo.
Yeah.
And so it was just a lot of fun.
Even now the beat still rocks with it.
Yeah,
man. It's
it
like,
does.
so
And you can't. And the crazy thing is, the song's timeless. Like
Yeah.
like you said, you don't know when we did it.
Yeah.
It's like a time vault. You
Yeah.
just don't know.
well,
you know?
see, it's a perfect example of what I'm saying. Right here is everything that we did is original. Everything.
Yep.
And you can see that we both have our own forte, our talent, and in our own strength.
That's true.
And it's like, and we tapped it just perfectly, going
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So nowadays, you don't see us doing a bunch of special effects and doing this and doing
Yeah,
that.
we didn't do the auto tune. I remember
No.
when we were actually talking about the melody and the harmony, how we wanted to do it, and it was like we both were bouncing ideas off each other.
Yeah.
and I shot an idea your way, you shot an idea, and then it just worked perfectly.
Yeah, I remember when my balls were tickling too. So I'm just saying.
So
But-
look, we're getting close. We're at the end of the Talk Nude interview. Do we definitely want to thank our guest Gionni for coming out?
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please, everybody, sit down. Please, come down. It's okay.
Before we
You know?
end this, though, where can everyone find you on social media? Shout out your YouTube, your
Okay,
IG,
so check this out.
everything. Break it all
So,
down.
You can find me at Gionni Irizarry. Gionni. Last name Irizarry. You can find me on YouTube with that name, and you can find me on Facebook. And also for my food truck is Mexican Cuisine and on Facebook.
Okay.
So just remember that Mexi has two I's at the end. MEXIIRICAN Cuisine.
Nice.
And yeah, and then get a hold of me. And please, if you ever see me, don't be shy to say hello. I don't bite. I only do that at nighttime in bed, but that's besides the point. But but the force will be with you.
Thank you so much for being on the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
Thank
definitely,
you.
definitely
We
appreciate you.
appreciate it. And
Yeah,
it's so good to meet people and even though I've known you for years, but I'd like to know, like,
Like the details.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and for that, y'all, it's another beautiful Monday
Hey,
night.
hey, before we go, remember, you
uh-huh.
gotta taste the food that I just brought you.
Oh, you know I'm gonna.
You know, because she
Actually,
loved it.
actually,
she
after,
loved
I did.
it.
It was
actually
so
after the
good.
show, I'm about to stomp into the food. So
Okay,
best
okay.
believe.
I'm just saying.
But yeah.
Hey,
so-
by the way, one more thing I
yes.
forgot to mention.
Okay.
My new album should be done this summer coming.
Can
up.
you drop a title yet, or it's not?
No, not
No,
not
not
title
yet?
yet because it's half in Spanish and half in English.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying
Ah.
to cross over. But I got some stuff that
you never
there's
know.
some fire.
Affiliate might be on there.
You know,
never know.
hey,
You never know.
hey, make time, make
Never-
time. I write the lyrics. You make time. You write your lyrics, and we do it.
We'll do it. I'm
All
down.
all right, it's all you.
Well,
Take
look,
us out
man,
of here.
thank you so much for being a guest on Talk Nude on behalf of myself and my beautiful wife, Kathy.
Thank you. We
Yeah.
appreciate
Have a
great night,
it.
everyone, and
Have a
be
good
safe.
night,
Yeah.
everybody.
Where's the claps? Hey. Yeah, man. If you only knew the things that I would do to you. Hey.